Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and you join me once again here in Transport Fever 2. And this is a delightful sight. Not only is it a beautiful paddle steamer, I'm going to call it that because that's what I think it is. If you know differently, do let me know. But look at the panel. Look at the information panel. It's carrying 25... I can't even read. It's carrying 21 machines from Newport into Royal Portbury Dock. Oh, we've got some... this is good. Right, I'm going to stop here because we're going to need this. I want to look at the buses. And we've also got some new fuel wagons. I'm not sure if we're going to look at the fuel wagons today, but there's also a very large, apparently fictional locomotive, which has been added by one of the premier modders for Transport Fever 2, whose name I have, of course, naturally forgotten. But thank you so much anyway. And just a reminder, if you want to check out what mods I'm using, then just go to my... just look in the description below, and that will take you, if you click the link, that is, of course, into my Steam collection. They're all listed there, and they have made this game so much more fun. Right, we are going to move away from the docks shortly, but apart from being, wow, it looks like my industry chain here is working at last, which I think it is. I had to do some tinkering with it, as you know from the last episode, to get it working, but it is moving along quite nicely. I've also remodeled Portbury Dock again. I've taken out this centre dock here, which doesn't exist at all as far as I can see in the real Portbury. It does have numerous docks down the edges of the bay here, which of course is the comment that was made the episode before the last one, when I got it entirely wrong by doing something just so trivial and cheap. So I've remodeled it again, and it looks better. It looks, I've added some extra sort of paint textures and so on. I've also added in a new modded truck station for Portbury Dock here. The one slight disadvantage of this one is you can't reconfigure it, so it comes in various lengths and widths and so on, and you can choose what style road you want on the entrance and exit. But beyond that, it is what it is. I think it's quite good if you have a sort of through truck station, so they come in one end and go out the other. But I think that works really well, and one reason I liked it is because it's got steel fencing around it automatically. Okay, so what have I done around here before we move on to the main thrust of today's episode? For some reason, although I decided I want to put in a machines delivery route into Pill here, which also desires machines, just to boost the demand for those machines, to make sure that my ships and my train were carrying them, I didn't notice that Portbury wants bricks, which are coming in, of course, by the shipload into the Avonmouth dock on the other side of the Avonmouth there. So this train hopefully will pick up bricks from here. Not that many yet. I'm hoping it will increase. And take them for delivery to this station here for onward delivery into Portbury, as well as, which is what I had initially, out here to Tickenham. The machines, of course, going to Clevedon. Right, one final thing before we move on from here. I'll keep the game paused because I don't want it to get too carried away. I created the Frome line, the line from Bath to Frome in the last episode. And I did preface that project by saying I haven't actually done any research into where this line goes. As far as I could tell, I said at that time, it doesn't go through Trowbridge to Frome. I was, of course, entirely wrong. I have since done a little bit of research, and if I remember, in the editing of this video, I'll put a little picture up here of the actual routes, sort of in the early days of rail around here in the sort of early 20th century. And the line does in fact come out of Bath here on the eastern side, go through Bradford-on-Avon, Trowbridge. I'm not sure if it goes through Westbury, to be honest. The picture might confirm that, and then to Frome. So yeah, I've got that entirely wrong. So yeah, so thank you for not telling me off in the comments for the last video. I'm disappointed. You should have told me off. Right, but yeah, so which, to be honest, I'm happier I did it this way because it would have been a lot more expensive going the other route, I think. But I think we will turn that into a circular train route when we get to it. Now, what we're going to start with today anyway is following on from the cab ride I did after the last main episode, where I took a bus route from the centre of Bristol, from the bus station, wherever it is. Bristol is so busy now. There's so much going on here. Where is it? I've lost the bus station. Where the heck is it? Oh, there it is. From the bus station out to Bedminster. And I realised there's an awful lot of traffic again in Bristol. But I think, as you can see here, because my trains are now just, they're not coping with demand, people are deciding to actually travel themselves by road rather than waiting around at an overcrowded platform to catch a train. And we can see this. Hopefully this will sort of confirm what I said. If we look at the street overlay here, this does change from time to time, obviously, as people move around and as the towns develop. But yeah, these purple areas here are high traffic, so we could look at that. I think it's also, no, Bath actually is okay, even though Bath is a very busy station again there. So what we're going to look at today is addressing this. You can see here I don't actually have any routes out here to the outlying suburbs, Frenchay, Eastville, St George, Kingswood and so on. Could do with that, but we could improve our train routes, but I think I'd like to spend some time on the roads for the moment. And in fact, if we sort of validate this, let's just check where some of these people are going. So let's pick you, for example. Katie O'Neill, you're going to a residential building in Yatton, and you've come either from, or you've come from Clifton. Which direction are you going in? Why are you going that? Where's Yatton? Oh, is Yatton down here somewhere? Well, I thought Yatton was up north. Yeah. I mean, I live around here. I don't actually live in Bristol or any of the districts of Bristol, so I can use that as an excuse for not knowing my way around. Of course, Yatton's all the way down here. That's a jolly long way to go. Struth. And who else have we got? Who's going in the other direction? Who are you? Alexander Moore. Industrial building in Frampton Cotterell, presumably from Brandon Hill. Frampton Cotterell again. That's up here somewhere. There. That is an awful long journey to make. Okay, now their cars actually are reasonably fast now. They're not horse and cart, so they can do that, I suppose. Really, I do need to have better train services with more capacity on and going faster. But as I said, what I want to do to start with is to add in a few more little train road routes. Looking as I was earlier at sort of adding industry or supplying industry goods to these towns along here, to Portbury, to Pill, to Shirehampton, I thought I could actually do with some passenger traffic here as well. And it occurred to me there are actually bridges over the Avon Gorge here. You know, like the Clifton Suspension Bridge. Yeah, you've heard of it. It's a famous... Now, it is a suspension bridge. Now, rather annoyingly, if we draw this out, this better not prove me wrong. What sort of road? We'll use a fairly slow road because it's an old bridge. So if I take you out there, we do not have any suspension bridges in 1939. And look, everyone knows that Isambard Kingdom Brunel commissioned, designed and sort of built the Clifton Suspension Bridge, a suspension bridge, in the 19th century. It's very old, so why can I not have a suspension bridge here? Okay, it doesn't look like the Severn Bridge or any of the big bridges in China or America which are suspended, but even so, disappointed. Right, so we're going to create that, which should have then allowed me to put in road routes or just get more passengers into my overcrowded train stations. Right, let's get this going on, shall we? We want straight, I think. Try and get that reasonably straight. Now, I've had a quick look at this before we started the recording, and one of these bridges here, it is nothing like, obviously, what Clifton looks like, but it's quite an attractive style. I think it was, yeah, it's this one, which we can get. We could do that, but no, or that, which actually isn't. Let's. Ooh, I'm not sure I like that slope. Can I actually get you going level? It still looks like a bit curvy, to be honest, but I'd rather it was level than going up. No, that's not quite ornate enough, but this one I think is. So that's this one here, and green, or which one's that? We've got that. We've got that, which comes in a variety of colours, and that's got the fencing on it. And what was the other one I saw here? It was that one, wasn't it? Oops, I want to get... now that looks better. I think that looks a bit more like... Actually, it's nothing at all like Clifton Suspension Bridge, but yeah, that will do, I think. And we got the... I want the orangey. That's better. I think that is more in keeping. Okay, so that's going to cost me 2 million to build. Does that look straight to you? I think it is, and it's on the level. Let's do it. Okay, should this be country road or town road? I think we'll go country road out here, actually, although I put that as a town road. Okay, we'll make this town road going out. We'll keep you like that, and we'll let you be automatically sloping as you see fit. Yeah, that is a bit of a slope there, isn't it? Okay, that will work. Okay, now all this I think will be country road. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, back roads around that side of Bristol. So what have we got? 60 gravel, 2-lane. No, I don't want gravel really. Tarmac. I think, yeah, in 1939 I think we can lay tarmac, can't we? Right, so we want to upgrade these roads. Yeah, we'll take all that stretch of road, I think. And along there. And all that. Okay, let's click it, do it. There you go. Now, one thing which I think Construction Gamer had an issue with in one of his early series, something he noticed, was... Go to the street layer again. Yeah, when you upgrade roads, I think it automatically gives you ownership of it. If you lay a new road, it doesn't, but if you upgrade, I think that's what it does, and I don't want to pay the maintenance on those roads, so we're going to need to unclick all this. It'd be nice if there was a way of saying take ownership of or remove ownership from a whole stretch of road, rather than having to do each little segment in turn. We could put traffic lights on. I'm not going to. I don't think we need them here just yet. You see, this could get very tedious, even on this quite modest stretch of country road. Go on, there you go, and there. All right, I think that's it. Yeah, so this bit of road I laid here afresh, you know, that's not owned by me. I could take ownership of the bridge, couldn't I? Nah, don't want to do that. Right, okay, so we're putting... Should we ever get any... Oh, actually we have. Yes, we do have some machines going into Pill. So we are prompting the development of this town. So let's crack on with promoting that. Some town roads here. These are all cobbled roads, aren't they? Mostly cobbled roads. Now come on, let's get into tarmac, guys. Let's get to tarmac. Have we got 4? Not entirely convinced that you need a large 4-lane road to go 40 miles an hour. Okay, well, we'll leave it at 30 until I get bored with it or something. Okay, so we got you there, there and there, and I suppose we ought to have one down here because I'm sure they're bound to start moving in over this side of town. And a new line can go from there, there, where are you, up there, to there. That's just a loop. That's do you know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take you and you away. We're going to go up here. We're going to connect into Bristol. Okay, we'll call this one Bristol to Pill for the moment. Right, we've got tram stops here. We are quite busy already. Actually, what we could do, we could have an entrance here to the station, yeah? And then people can either catch trains to go to north of Bristol or to across to Wales, yeah, using the Severn Valley line, Severn Beach line, whatever it's called, you know what I mean. Okay, so if we configured this station, we could, because this is Clifton Down, it's not a big station as such. I think we could just put steps here, couldn't we? So if I put steps there, now can I then put a little bit of road up to link in there? I can. I think the steps are in slightly the wrong place. Yeah, I'm not sure I like them there. If I put them there, would that work better? In terms of the road, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not quite sure why I've got two sets of steps here, to be honest. They do exactly the same thing, as far as I can see. They are exactly the same asset or object. Okay, right, let's get that road built again. Does it look better going to there? I think it does actually, yeah. Let's do it like that. That's good. We'll get yeah, we'll get rid of those steps. There you go. Right, so we're going to want a bus stop here somewhere. We could leave it on the road, on the main road, but no, we'll put it up there. I think we will put it up there in the little station approach buildings. Bus stop. We'll take you. There you go. So I will call you Clifton Down as well. There you go. And where was that line we were creating? There you go. Bristol to Pill. So we'll add. Where's Clifton Down gone? There it is. Up there. And we'll come back via York Road. So that means I'm going to need another bus stop on to the side of... Oh, hang on. It's on the wrong side of the road anyway. Let's look at that line again. Yeah, that's fine. And then back to York Road. I think that's good. Just double check. Yeah, you're on the correct sides of the road. That looks splendid. Right, so buses. How are we going to get... Right, we have got a vehicle depot here by the dock, so we can get some buses. What should we have? We've got these new... Again, not particularly a British bus. Again, I'm going to bemoan the lack of oldie worldy buses. There's loads of buses from sort of the at least the 1950s onwards on the workshop, but there's not a lot of these older ones. Though there are a lot of Russian models, which look rather good, but I could use them, I suppose. I might use them. We shall see. What am I looking at here? Okay, this is going 31 miles an hour. That's fine. We will stick 4 of you on there. Okay, and you can go on to if I buy you first, I can then assign you to come on, bring that's the trouble with having the little eye icon on. You've actually got to go to the place where the route is. Okay, so that's you done. And there's also a swing bridge over the Avon estuary here, or the Avon Gorge, over Cumberland Dock. I assume this is Cumberland Dock. Oh no, this is probably the Cumberland. No, it's the Cumberland Basin. That's what it's called. And this would be the River Avon, which has actually been routed, I think, underneath the city. Well, I'm not sure when they did that. It was reasonably recent, i.e., last century or half. So, right. So, if we're going to put another bridge over here, what are we going? How are we going to achieve this? Where are we going to put that in? We'll again use our modest 30-mile-an-hour road. Actually, there's a jump. Yeah, we could do that. That looks okay. You're flat and you are straight. Again, there's no swing bridges in the game. Very disappointing. Could look a bit like that, I suppose. Or that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm digging that. How many options do I have here? And these little boxes. A grey one? It is kind of a grey bridge. It is very much because this is a kind of industrial warehousey kind of area in Bristol. Certainly around the Cumberland Basin. Or was. So everything was very functional. 2 buildings removed. Yeah, that's fine, I think. Yeah, I think you really do need to be about there, so I've got room to get you across the other side. Okay. So, if we're going to need to make you a bit curvy, I think, to get you over there. What if I went straight across? It's colliding with the depot there. I could, of course, move the depot. So, what is that? Just check what that is. I think it's a tram depot. Yes, it's a tram depot. So, if we get rid of you, put this bit of road in what I am after. Can I make it straight? There we go. Yeah. I don't think this... No, this doesn't swing. I think only one segment of this swings. But we'll use the same bridge style if I can find it again. As I'm sure I said last time, it would be lovely if it would remember what your last selection was. Right, it looks a bit like that, doesn't it? I think I've got that right. Well done, that man. There you go. Sweet. Well, there's a little bit of a kink, but what the heck. Right, we need that tram depot. Well, we don't... Yeah, we do need a tram depot, really, to be honest. Somewhere. Are you a tram depot? You're a tram depot. Spin you round. Spin you right round. Where can I fit you in? Oh, you fit in there. Reasonable well. Too much, apart from too much curvature. Read what it says, man. Don't just... That works. It's a tight bend. Yep, that does it. Excellent. Right, so... right, what can we do here? Right, we have... What stops there? Right, okay, now you are a tram service and you're a bus service. So we could link into you, couldn't we? So which one's going? Okay. It looks like the orange guys are doing least well. So I think if we can provide customers to that location, yeah, from here, Yeah, the buses in Southville, Bedminster don't seem to do very well, I think. Look at that, it's losing £4 grand. That's a tram service. You're a tram service as well. What was the other one? Long Ashton. Oh, you're the route out there. Yeah, I get... That is losing quite a lot of money, actually, isn't it? But I think if we provide another service connecting Southville with Hotwells to that tram link, which would then allow them to connect either to Brandon Hill to go to Bedminster or to Clifton Down, which takes them to Parkway, to Severn Beach, all sorts of fabulous places, including Wales. Okay, let's put a new line in here. Where are we going to go then? We could go from... That one's using both sides again. I think one might as well. I mean, people don't mind walking to another bus stop, but if we can keep them in the same place, I'd be okay with that. So if you go to there... No, I'd rather you go on the other side of the road, if you would, please. There you go, and then you can come back that way. That looks good. That looks splendid. And what should we call you? There you go, Bristol to Southville. That will do very nicely indeed. And do we have a bus depot? We do. What buses? Should we put the new soar on there? Oh, why not? We'll make it 3. Okay, and you can go on Bedminster, Bristol, Southville. There you go. Right. Get those guys moving along. As I said, I have paid off my loan, which is never an issue, to be honest. It's just that trains are so expensive. I've had to take out big loans in the past. But we're earning so much money now, even on the waterborne routes. That was nearly £1 million last year. That's impressive. Railroads, nearly 30 million. Come on, guys, that's awesome. Awesome work. So I don't need to pin that. So we do have around here a number of services which are getting very, very busy and crowded. And yeah, I think if we can add extra capacity to the Bristol South Rail. They're fairly modern trains. They carry 84. That's a big capacity already. The things I do not want them to go too fast. How fast can you go? Your maximum speed is 62, because we also have the express route going down there. And you're quite old as well. I think we have got some funky new trains, haven't we? Yes, we have. I think we could do that. Let's get some new trains on here. So how fast can you go? Your maximum is 80, which is quite nice. But your capacity is low. So let's have a look. What can we do with these trains? So which one are you? You're the 440 Greyhound. So if we replace all of you. We don't have any diesels yet. We have got a new electric, of course. But let's have a look at our latest steam. We have got some... Oh, look at these. We saw them last time, didn't we? You're a bit slower. 100. Oh, that is so tempting, isn't it? I wonder... Oh, you're 112. Ah, the A4. Right, you're 90. Yeah, I think that's... well, that's interesting. I thought there was a base game A4. So either the modder has been really clever and smart and able to add that in as variants on the base game model, but I think that's very unlikely. So this must be a mod as well. Well, that's fine. That is fine. I don't have a problem with that at all. No. Okay, so what do we have then? 70. You go 100. Yeah, the things that they're not GWR locos, are they? That's the issue. The Crimson Duchess looks fabulous, doesn't it? I love that crimson colour. And these look so streamlined and lovely. They're a little bit slower though, apart from this one. They're all LNERs. And this isn't an this is not an LNER route. So this Princess Royal isn't too expensive compared to these other ones, presumably because it's not as powerful. Okay, so what's the power rating on these? Where are you? 660. Oh, this is so. Oh, this is better, isn't it? Oh, I think we can. Yeah, let's try that. Okay, we'll try that. And you can go at 100 miles an hour, which means we can put on some really good passenger wagons, I think. You go 100, and you're 2 million each. Okay. Right. Which wagons do I have at the moment? The Top Light, which is you. Yeah, you carry 16, so I think 3 of these coaches here. Again, I'm not sure what the brake van has more luggage space and stuff in it, doesn't it? I think that's the concept of those. Yeah, we'll go with a couple of these. I think we'll take that. We've got a red loco, so we'll have a couple of those. 10 million per vehicle. Okay, good. Right, one of the brakes. No, not you. The red one, of course. So that gives me a 63 capacity, which is an improvement on 48. Okay, and that will cost me 34. Oh, that cost me a lot. Okay. But it's still not quite enough after I've suffered all that repetitive strain injury on my mouse finger clicking on the borrow money tab. Right, I can afford it now. I can afford it. So let's replace those. That is good. So let's have a look. Oh, the Hague Express. We've got that one in the window already. Splendid. So we'll come down here. That is a lovely looking locomotive. Okay, it's not quite the same shade of red that we have in the other ones. Yeah, so there's the space at the back for luggage and bicycles and sheep and chickens and stuff, I imagine, and not these luxurious tables that it has. Nice soundtrack as well, like that. That's good. Now hopefully that will start alleviating some of the demand in these stations. And if people start realising they don't have to wait quite so long to catch a train, they'll start moving out of their cars. I'd like to do the trains into Bristol and Bath on the Bristol and Bath line as well, but I don't think I've got the time nor money to do that. Alright, let's just check on how our new road vehicle's doing. I just want to check here on these industrial routes. Also, you've delivered some machines to Pill. Portbury. As yet, no bricks. But yeah, they have to come all the way from up here. So they have to be manufactured here and then assigned to go to Portbury. So it does take a while for these longer distance routes to sort of get underway. Or our train here. Oh, splendid. He's carrying 24 bricks already. So he's about to turn up in Dockside. And I'll look at this, and we've got machines waiting. Both going back to Avon Dockside for distribution within Avonmouth itself, the town of Avonmouth. So you're going to leave any bricks here. Oh, you are. A few. A few. Okay, where have they gone then? Via Clevedon. I'm sorry, I don't quite understand. Where are they then? Where are they on the platform? They're there. What? And going back to Avonmouth. Yeah, the way the game automatically distributes freight is a little bit odd at times, and sometimes you have to look at the game and think, what the heck are you playing at? But okay, so we have got a new bus service. Do we have? Oh, we have passengers waiting. Oh, and you're going into Clifton Down, right? Have we got a bus ahead of you? You're carrying nobody. Is it another bus going over the bridge? Not yet. You will soon though, won't you? What about our other bridge service over here? Where are you going? No. Have we got anybody on the this route here? Oh, we have got you. I can click on the bus. There you go, Bristol to Southville. What are you waiting for? Maybe they got a particularly slow loading time. Right, so we're going over there. Where's our Sarah? Oh, you're about to cross the bridge. Here he goes. Over the most exciting engineering project of its age. And it looks kind of, yeah, unimpressive at the moment. But that, I think, is more or less the right place. Ooh, grass in the road. Kind of in the right place, I think. Right, I'm going to colour these vehicles. I don't like them being standard colours. So you're kind of brown, aren't you? That brown? No, not that brown. Must be the other brown. That looks better. Oh, and you're going over your bridge. Going back with no passengers. That's quite a nice colour actually, isn't it? Unfortunately, the ones going across the Clifton Bridge would be a very dull grey. Oh, train. That looks about right. Do you know what that colour reminds me of? Oh, we're going across the bridge again. And again. Gastropubs. I don't know if they still do that, but for a while, yeah, gastropubs all had this weird shade of inoffensive grey. Dull. Okay, right, we're making loads of money, so I can repay my loan. Let's have a look at our finances in terms of our lines. Let's make this a little bit bigger, shall we? There you go. And this is actually quite good. Our most unprofitable line, which is the machines freight line from Newport to Portbury, is losing less than £500,000, which is impressive, and it's currently carrying 125 machines. That is, I'm so happy that has worked, that has picked up. On the other side of the coin though, these are lovely numbers, 6.5, nearly 5, 3 million on our main lines there. Right, that has worked very well. We've not done necessarily a great deal in this episode, but I think I'll leave this here because I've achieved the Clifton Suspension Bridge. I wonder if there's any assets. I'll have a look around, see if I can add anything to this to make it look a little bit more Clifton-like. I might have to wait till goodness knows when for Suspension Bridge to come in, but I dare say they won't look anything like the Clifton does. because that is an iconic structure. But there you are. Right, and I'll get some more money and put some more trains into service. Actually, I'm just wondering, on the Bristol to Bath main line, 400 people waiting, for goodness sakes. Yeah, these trains are getting a bit old as well. I'm not going to be able to afford to replace 4 trains at the moment. Can I? And you're the top light coach, which I think, yeah, that doesn't go 100 miles an hour or anything fast like that, does it? 75. We're not going to get much faster. I could possibly afford to put another train on that line. I could do. I think it will bear it. I think it will. Okay, so you. Can I clone that train? I can. Right, so that I think is where we will end this episode. So I really do quite like the entrance I've got at the moment into Bristol Temple Meads. This will be rebuilt substantially, I think. Sorry, I paused there. I was just thinking about something. I'm not sure what I was thinking even. It will be rebuilt substantially because I want to extend Bristol Temple Meads going out the other side, which is what, of course, it does in reality. Yeah, this isn't a terribly attractive stretch of track, is it? Ugh. I perhaps ought to redo that a bit. Oh, I don't think I mentioned. I can't remember if you saw it last time, but I have high-speeded the rail between Bath and Bristol. So all that stretch is now properly high speed. So there we are. Thank you so... Oh, and finally, you may remember in the last episode, I was complaining about the fact that Bristol Temple Meads signs had all changed to St Paul's. As far as I can work out, it was down to a particular mod, the UK generic country halt mod, which adds particularly sort of small country halt kind of size stations to the game. And there's something in that... Oh, that's a lovely train. There's something in that mod which affects the naming on the platform signs, so you can't change them. So I've taken that mod out, and as you can see, we have got our proper name back. Oh, it's nice and quiet now around the station. So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of Transport Fever 2. If you have, it'd be great to hear from you. A little bit of a like would be lovely. You know, just click on the old thumbs up button. Simple as that. Even better though, if you've got any thoughts, any ideas, suggestions, recommendations, corrections or insights into the historical arrangement of rail and anything transport linked around this part of the world, it'll be great to hear from you. Just drop a note into the comments box below. Other than that, of course, then you just subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already, and that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Transport Fever 2. Until the next time, bye-bye for now.